So the first thing and best advice I can give you on how to survive boot camp is to fucking work out. Get into shape. Because boot camp, you PT every day. Your recruiter's gonna be like, oh no man, you PT once a week. No, that's fucking bullshit. He's lying to you. They're lying to you. You PT every single day. There's maybe like 5 or 6 days out of all 8 weeks that you won't PT. And that's because either fucking you have shit to do or shit not to do. Okay, but unless you're SIQ or LLD, which for those who don't know, SIQ means sick in quarters, and quarters are your bed. Or LLD means light limited duty. So you're gonna do a lot of PT, and I know for me, I had a rough time. So when I did my baseline PFA, I ran a 1609. Then at the RDC assessment, link, I'm not supposed to say that, but who gives a shit? I ran a 1423, and then at my final PFA, I ran a 1215 on the fucking dot is what I needed to get. I cut off 3 minutes and 54 seconds of my run time just so I could pass. Takes dedication, but most importantly, I was not really in shape. Bootcamp got me into shape. You're gonna be doing PT, like I said, almost every day. And there'll be 3 different kinds of PTs. Either you'll go to Freedom Hall and you'll do some kind of exercise like bases, fucking shuttle runs, some shit like that, circuit training. You'll do something along those lines. Sprints fucking sucks. That's one thing you will do. Or you'll do the SE mods, and it'll be like 1 minute of how many ever push-ups you can do, 2 minutes, and so on and so forth. You have 3 different SE mods that you'll eventually adapt over in boot camp. Now, when I say get into shape, the requirement is a 1.5 mile run in a certain allotted time. I had to run a 12:15. I got a 12:15. I was solid. You might want to get into shape where you could beat that, because a lot of people in my division were fucking athletes. Like, we were one of the best divisions. We were the 2nd division in our training group, but the number 1 division in our ship. Our athletic flag was something that we looked forward to getting. But that was my best advice for right there, is to be in shape. So fucking, you don't even have to be in super shape, but be prepared. That's the most important thing. From 10 to 20 push-ups a day. It's not going to be, you're not going to die, 10 to 20 push-ups, 10 to 20 sit-ups, and fucking take 3 laps around your goddamn block, or wherever the fuck you do. In boot camp, there are going to be guys like, oh yeah, man, I had so many fucking, and like, no one cares, like, flat out, no one gives a shit. Yes, there's gonna be athletes, and yes, they're gonna fucking annoy the shit out of you. But you know what? You drink a big glass of, get the fuck over it, and have a fucking great day. So the second thing I want to talk about that I feel is important is to volunteer yourself. In boot camp, the RDCs, there's gonna be 3 of them. They are going to appoint people they feel as if they can lead. The main jobs are RPOC, AROC, Yeoman. The Yeoman is the person who does all the medical and handles all the appointments and basically schedules throughout the day. AROC is the one who does the cadences. They'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and like shit like that. They'll basically march the fucking division. RPOC is the most important job. I mean, it depends on who you are. Personally, going through boot camp, I know the most important job is starboard watch. Because those motherfuckers, they go through a lot. But I'll discuss that in a minute. The most important job in the RDC's eyes is RPOC. The one who commands the division, the one who leads the division to do everything they need to do. They're the ones who get to walk around with the fucking cutlass, They're the ones who get to do the big boy shit, but I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I do know you get ranked up if you are either Yeoman, Master. No, believe me, last Master of Arms does not get. It's Yeoman, RPOC, AROC. They all get fucking ranked up. Now, jobs in boot camp that you're going to be offered, but I mean, jobs to help. There's DCPO, which means Damage Control Petty Officer. You got fucking HPO, head PO, LPO, which is laundry PO, not lady petty officer. Don't get that shit twisted. And then you have male PO. They're pretty important. Starboard watch and port watch. Okay, so I'm gonna go over them. Starting with Master of Arms. Master of Arms is really more like the disciplinary. He's the one's like, you know, quiet down, stand up if you're falling asleep, shit like that. But he's also supposed to be the main janitor. I really don't know how to describe it, but in the start guide you guys all received when you depped in, says fucking, you know, it's supposed to be something. Basically, we called him the head janitor in our division because we didn't give a fuck. Some of the other jobs I went over. Oh, I also forgot to add in forward hold PO, but I'll add that in a second. Play on me. So some of the other jobs that I mentioned, it's not going to be in order. I'm just going off of what I can remember as at the moment because it's early in the morning. You got head PO. So head PO is the people who clean the fucking head, which is the restroom. You'll learn terminology in boot camp so quickly, it's gonna fucking overlap your mind. You'll be like, oh my god. So basically, head PO is gonna have head crew. There's gonna usually be about 10 people. A lot of people, when it comes to clean compartments after holiday routine, are gonna go in there. They're just gonna sit and talk. They're just gonna sit and fucking shoot the shit. Who gives a shit? It happens. But head PO makes sure the head is on spot. All the toilet paper is dressed at 1200. It's shit like that. Basically, they're keeping the head knick-knack position. Laundry PO. So, look, there's going to be about 80 of you in this division, whether it be a male or a integrated division. Laundry PO cleans your fucking clothes. They clean all of your clothes. I do know that in integrated divisions, female, there's a female everything. Female and male, because both genders are in there. It would only make sense. But yeah. So, Lunchbill literally is fucking just cleans your clothes, washes them, make sure that shit is fucking solid. They also go down when you first get issued in dubs and all your other clothes. They'll bring that shit up to you, pass it out, shit like that. And laundry crew does almost the same thing, except there's one guy who's in charge, or girl. You got your male PO. Male POs have to take a test. There's usually about 2 of them. They go down every, sign for mail. Because you got to sign for mail, you got to sign for packages, and then if you have a package, which I can refer to in boot camp, I fucked it up because I got a package sent to me of food, and food is a contraband item in boot camp. Don't do it. It's not fucking worth it. Basically, they sign for packages and shit like that. Then you got your fucking forward hold PO. Forward hold PO is like the people who pass out all the fucking shit, cleaning supplies and utilities. Port watch and starboard watch. Okay, so look. In boot camp, I cannot stress this enough. There's a beautiful, beautiful, but most hated thing called the deck log. The deck log will end your fucking career in a heartbeat. We never seen anybody get ASMO'd, which means sent back in training because of the deck log, but it almost happened. The deck log is what you do when you stand watch, but there's another segment of watch. I will go over it. Starboard watch makes sure his deck log is on point. Port watch, because there are 2 different watches. You'll stand in compartment watch, and you'll stand fucking quarter deck watch. Which, either or, it doesn't matter. It happens. But volunteering about this whole thing. Volunteering will get you fucking noticed. Now, don't be a kiss. I still be like, oh, I want this job. Hello, RDC or petty officer, who and who. Don't be a fucking kiss ass. You're gonna look stupid, and the division's gonna make fun of you. If they give you a job. Oh shit! I'm totally spacing one important job. My bad. EPO, educational petty officer. Look, so you're gonna be taking a bunch of tests and modules and shit like that in boot camp. You cannot forget that. Your EPOs are supposed to be in charge of that shit and make sure you are fucking solid. Yeah, make sure they're fucking on point with your shit. Because if not, you're just gonna look fucking stupid. Where is it going? about volunteering. Don't be kiss ass. You're gonna look dumb. Make sure your RDCs know that you want to participate, but don't let them know you're like, sir, dick suck a lot, or shit like that, because you're not gonna get anywhere being a kiss ass. So, the third thing that is most important about boot camp that will help you survive is standing the watch and standing the watch correctly. Okay, so the watch is what basically you hold down in the ship. It will make sure that everyone is solid throughout the night. There are two jobs in the compartment that are watch required. It's the security watch and the roving watch. Now, there's a difference. The security watch stands at the entryway of the compartment. They write the deck log anybody who at the division when they come in or leave to do anything. And I mean anything. Then you got the rover watch. Now, rover is super fucking easy. Like, that shit is ridiculously easy. The only thing that's somewhat challenging is you have to go down and report to the OD, who is an RDC. And yes, they're usually a dick about it. You gotta go up there and you gotta challenge him. Now, I'm not gonna go into what you have to say because you're fucking learning. You're going to do it yourself. But the most important thing about Rover Watch is that you have to take temperatures and report, which is going to happen. Also, another thing, when it comes to ranks and rec, know your fucking shit, because petty officers and whoever may come in, FQA may come in, and they're going to fuck you up if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Learn your ranks and rec, learn your general orders, learn cloud devices, everything. Just fucking learn everything. Fuck, if it's that hard you can't understand, because you're allowed to have your training guide with you while standing the watch. If you can't fucking do it, what the fuck? I mean, just don't. And eventually there will be a time where you will be blessed with weapons. Not loaded weapons, obviously, because we're fucking, no one's gonna give a fucking 19-year-old a whole ass weapon and be like, here you go, because it's fucking stupid. No, it's not fully loaded and it's not a real weapon. Well, it's a real body, but not a real cartridge or anything like that. Do not fucking play with them. Holster them, book them, lock them, make sure everything is straight, and then fuck it, leave it be. Do not touch it, because it will fuck you up. You can get asthma for it. Some other tips is do not fall asleep on the watch. I had a buddy and my brother did get asthma because of that shit. Well, okay, my bad. He didn't get fully asthma. He got almost asthma, which is still fucking shitty. So when you stay in the watch, make sure you're doing your shit. Quarterdeck watch, I only said it once, but it's almost the same thing. The MOD is you make sure when recruits leave, come aboard I, or go ashore, shit like that. The JOOD is the junior officer of the deck, and basically they do the same thing as the officer deck would. And then the JOW, which junior officer of the watch, which basically means you're just gonna sit there and greet the other half of the ship, which is the staff side, which that could be good or bad, but it happens. Do not fuck up the watch. So the fourth most important thing I want to talk about is studying. Before I go on anything, or I want to touch up on anything like that, y'all are probably like, wow, he's changed like 3 different times in this video. It's because I'm taking this video and doing this on different days. But study, because it's some of the most important shit you're going to do in boot camp. You're going to have 2 different tests, and you're going to have 3 different PIs, and you're going to have 2 different material inspections. The first 2 tests are test 1, academic test 1, and test 2. Then you're going to have 3 PIs. The first test is over the NDubs, the Navy's working uniforms. The second video is the second inspection is over the NSUs, which is the Navy service uniforms. And depending on whether you're in the spring or the summer, or the whatever season you fall in, because if it's fall and winter you'll wear dress blues, but if it's spring and summer you'll wear dress whites. You'll have that inspection. Yeah, so those are 3 things. And then they're like, oh, how are you supposed to study on a personal inspection? By doing what you're told, and study by like practicing. Practicing is also studying in a way of, I mean, it's obviously different, but it's practically the same thing. For the 2 tests, so academic test 1 is going to be over like history and shit like you'll learn for the first couple weeks, like your chain of command. For RTC, your 3 RDCs, who is the executive officer, so on and so forth, of your ship and shit like that. You're going to do ranks and rec if you know all enlisted E1 through E9, all commissioned 01 through 09, or 010, my bad, belay my last. And then they'll throw some like either Army, Air Force, or Marine shit in there just to see if you know. It's just fucking for shits and giggles. I honestly think basically you'll learn everything. You'll do some fucking sapper questions and you'll do some first aid questions, shit like that. The second test is over firefighting and extinguishers and shit like you're gonna do in the second part of boot camp. Now you're literally gonna have about 4 weeks, 4 to 3. It's actually like 3 weeks. It's like 3 weeks right after test 1 that you take test 2. Oh, excuse me. Those are those. You got your personal inspections, like I said, and then you got your DMI, your dynamic material inspection, and your static. They're completely different. Dynamic material option. The inspectors are gonna be like, starboard side, you have fold and stow, and port side, you will be doing fucking bunk makeup. You'll learn how to do those both things in boot camp. It depends on where you are that they may choose. It doesn't matter. But the good thing about static is you're going to be doing the complete opposite of what you did the first time. So if you say you have bunk makeup, you're going to be doing fold and stow. And if you have fold and stow, you're going to be doing bunk makeup. It's a good thing to prepare and know that, because a lot of people are going to be like, oh, no, man, you don't know. It's okay. Like, you're going to do that. And it's not hard. It's not hard. It can fuck you up for not paying attention to detail, but it's not hard. Paying attention to detail is one of the most important things that you will encounter at boot camp. But overall, it's nothing. It's really nothing. Study, because when you're in doubt of yourself and the knowledge you know, you're going to fuck up and you're going to freeze. During PI, they will be asking you questions. Recruit. Like, I had 2 questions. I had 3 questions for all personnel inspections. Got them all right. I 5-0'd every single personal inspection. I got a 4.0 on both dynamic and static. Happens, but I still have pretty good scores. Answer the questions, because they asked me, what does a fireman apprentice wear on his collar, or not collar device, just with sleeve? I'm a fireman, so I know this. Oh, I am not a fireman yet, but I'm a fireman recruit as the current moment. But they asked me what a fireman apprentice. I said 2 diagonal red lines. But my last, I'm getting all confused, trying to remember everything. Also, there's a couple things I will note over this about studying, but I think if I may make another video about what material you should study over test 1 and test 2, because it's gonna help. Yeah, so study, because studying is really fucking important. I mean, that's the best way I can say it, is because if you study, you're gonna be okay. Now, your EPOs, there's guys in EPOs who doesn't know shit about what the fuck they're talking about, and you're just sitting there like, dude, you're wasting our time. Work with them, because you do remember, if one person fails, the whole team fails, and y'all are a team. If your EPO doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, help him out. Don't get shitty with him. Don't give an attitude. No, because you all are a team. You have to help him or her, depending on who it is. Some RDCs will be like, no, EPOs are going to teach this lesson. You're not allowed to work together, so on and so forth. Some RDCs are like that. I have seen that before. Not in my division, but in beforehand. Yeah, so study as much as you can is when you can. Because you're going to be times where you have a test and that following week and you haven't been studying. It's stressful. Study. And you also have assessments. Okay, now there's a difference between tests, inspections, and assessments. You have a couple of assessments. You have line handling and firefighting, but I'm not going to go over that because you guys are going to find that out eventually. But study that shit because it's in the training guide you guys all receive on night of arrival. It's fucking there. Everything that is in that book, you will cover at least once in boot camp. It's literally, they aren't lying when they say that. So study as much as possible. So the last thing, and probably the most important thing out of everything that I'm going to say is don't give up. Now, a lot of you are probably like, depending on I don't even know who's going to watch this video, to be honest with you. But whoever watches this and you are going to boot camp, don't give up. Just don't. There will be times where you want to quit. There will be times where you want to sit down and cry, and it's okay. Because we all went through this. To the N-dubs, the NSUs, to be able to switch from that recruit ball cap to the Navy ball cap on the morning after battle stations, it's totally unreal. It's a whole new mind-blown feeling. Do not give up. Don't quit. Within the first 2 weeks, they're going to want to fuck you up every single day. But you stick it out and you don't give up, it's destined. Because don't give up. Don't lose hope. You may not get mail every night. You may get fucking beat all the time. You may get called out for stupid shit. But you know what? You drink a big glass of get the fuck over it and move along. You enlisted in the armed forces. You're going to do this. You are going to succeed. No one deserves to fail. I don't care if you don't like the next person that's next to you in your rack. I don't care if you don't like your rack mate. I don't care if you like your RDCs. I don't care if you like anybody. You don't leave your brother behind. And don't give up. Don't fucking fail. If you say your rack mate is fucking up and he's just having a hard day, don't be like, oh man, that's him. That's his own fault. Fuck him. No, we are a team. You help them. Hey man, what's going on? Oh, well, you know. Because checking in on someone may help them. It may help them succeed. I don't want to be here and be all cheesy and fucking typical and stereotypical and be like, oh yeah, don't give up, never lose hope. But it's the honest to God truth. I had motivation because I thought I was going to fail my PFA. My motivation was 12 minutes or 4 weeks. Don't lose hope. Don't give up. Have motivation. Because it's going to be challenging. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be a fucking cakewalk. And the phone calls, they suck. The first phone call, I cried like a baby. I cried so much. That's the one MC. If you ever go to A school, if you go to A school here in Great Lakes, you'll hear them a lot. But don't give up. Just don't. It's not worth it. 8 weeks of hell versus a lifetime worth of benefits and a career worth respecting. It's not worth it. Don't give up. And that's all I got to say about that. Huya Navy. So, the last thing, and probably the most important thing out of everything that I'm going to say is don't give up. Now, a lot of you are probably like, depending on I don't even know who's going to watch this video, to be honest with you. But whoever watches this and you are going to boot camp, don't give up. Just don't. There will be times where you want to quit. There will be times where you want to sit down and cry, and it's okay. Because we all went through this. To the N-dubs, the NSUs, to be able to switch from that recruit ball cap to the Navy ball cap on the morning after battle stations, it's totally unreal. It's a whole new mind-blown feeling. Do not give up. Don't quit. Within the first 2 weeks, They're going to want to fuck you up every single day. But you stick it out and you don't give up, it's destined. Because don't give up. Don't lose hope. You may not get mail every night. You may get fucking beat all the time. You may get called out for stupid shit. But you know what? You drink a big glass of get the fuck over it and move along. You enlisted in the armed forces. You're going to do this. You are going to succeed. No one deserves to fail. I don't care if you don't like the next person that's next to you in your rack. I don't care if you don't like your rack mate. I don't care if you like your RDCs. I don't care if you like anybody. You don't leave your brother behind. And don't give up. Don't fucking fail. If you say your rack mate is fucking up and he's just having a hard day, don't be like, oh man, that's him. That's his own fault. Fuck him. No, we are a team. You help them. Hey man, what's going on? Oh, well, you know. Because checking in on someone may help them. It may help them succeed. I don't want to be here and be all cheesy and fucking typical and stereotypical and be like, oh yeah, don't give up, never lose hope. But it's the honest to God truth. I had motivation because I thought I was going to fail my PFA. My motivation was 12 minutes or 4 weeks. Don't lose hope. Don't give up. Have motivation. Because it's going to be challenging. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be a fucking cakewalk. And the phone calls, they suck. The first phone call, I cried like a baby. I cried so much. That's the one MC. If you ever go to A school, if you go to A school here in Great Lakes, you'll hear them a lot. But don't give up. Just don't. It's not worth it. 8 weeks of hell versus a lifetime worth of benefits and a career worth respecting. It's not worth it. Don't give up. And that's all I got to say about that. Huya Navy.